Hello and welcome back in this very awesome trip to the past video. As we all know, Japanese 1990s, 1980s sports cars, those cars are just a total perfection. Handling, speed, acceleration, fuel economy, sport shapes, performance, everything, comfort, spacious, everything you ever dream in a car, it's all there, it's all available in those cars, and it's really shame to see those cars disappearing with time, but really fortunate. It's really fortunate to see a lot of car enthusiasts restoring these monsters and these machines to their former glory, or even upgrade them to 2018 technologies. So I made this amazing looking 1995 Sport Coupe, and the whole spirit and the whole idea of this car came from the 1990s sport cars, like the Mazda RX-7, like the Nissan Skyline, like the Toyota Supra. You know, these legendary JDM machines, the Mitsubishi 3000 GT, you know, these legendary cars. And the spirit of this car came from that era, from the era of monsters, JDM Monster Sport Coupes. And let's start with the specs. But before we start with the specs, I would love to remind you guys, please, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell button so you can get a notification each time I release a new video. And alright, so if you want to share the video, share the video and enjoy watching. So let's start with the body and the chassis. We have a partial aluminium panel or body, because total aluminium will make this car limited. It will make it a limited production car, and I don't want to make it a limited production car. I want to mass produce this monster here. So I have chosen partial aluminium, which means not all of the body is made from aluminium. Most of it is made from corrosion resisting steel, and the rest of it is made from aluminium. The chassis is made from the chassis style, or the chassis type, is monocoque, made from corrosion resisting steel, because aluminium it's not available yet, and carbon fiber. This is for extremely limited hypercars, but no, this is a mass-produced vehicle. So corrosion resisting steel with front longitudinal engine placement, double wishbone front suspension with multi-link rear suspension, with +4 quality on the body and the suspension technology. This is the engine that I made for this monster here. It's an inline 6-cylinder engine with aluminium block, 86mm on the bore, 86mm on the stroke, which equals 2997 cc engine, or a 3-liter inline 6 engine, which is the perfect size in that era. Dual overhead camshaft with 5 valves per cylinder. Yes, my friend, 5 valves per cylinder. I know I went a little bit crazy here, but in this era, in the 1995, 1990s, 1985, and you know, late 80s, early 90s, all the way up to 1997, a lot of crazy sports car, JDM sports car, came with 5 valves per cylinder, and but most of them came with 4 valves. But you get the point. I want to go crazy with this engine. So aluminium head material. Of course, no VVL because it's 5 valves per cylinder. Forged steel crankshaft, lightweight forged connecting rods, and lightweight forged pistons with +3 quality. We have 9.1 is the compression ratio here, and I'm wondering why. Let's see, because before I return to the beginning so I can record the video, the octane value used to be 91 on the dot, but now it's 97, and how about switching it to like this? 9. Okay, so 9.2 to 1 compression ratio, 95. Alright, so the engine is knocking. As you can see, we have a little bit of warning lights, so let's continue. 95 on the cam profile, 0 quality here with VVT on all cams. Naturally aspirated engine. Yes, naturally aspirated, not turbocharged. I know this era was about turbocharging, but this engine is really powerful. A 300 horsepower engine, naturally aspirated. So multi-point fuel injection, multi-point EFI with throttle per cylinder or individual throttle bodies with performance intake manifold, and regular 91 octane fuel. I want to keep the fuel cost really cheap. And alright, so let's take a little ignition out because the engine was knocking. 13.9 on the fuel mixture with 99 on the ignition timing, and 8,100 is the RPM limit. Yes, 8,000 RPM engine with zero quality. We have a tubular headers with single exhaust pipe, 69.8 millimeter on the exhaust diameter, or 2.8 inch exhaust diameter. High flow 3-way catalytic converter with no first muffler and a second straight through muffler with +7 quality, so I can make the exhaust the best as possible and to make it as high flow as possible without sacrificing a lot of customers, because when you increase the quality a lot, customers will start to hate it because it will take a long time to be produced. And this way, +7, it's perfect. This is the silver lining. It's very, very high flow. It's very quiet, because it only has this exhaust only has a single muffler. But with +7 quality, it will sound a lot quieter than it should be, which is very good, and the customers will love it, and everything will be perfect, and we will gain a lot of power and torque. Alright, so this is the final result: 302.8 horsepower at 8,100 RPM, 214 pound-feet of torque. The engine is, yes, it's reliable, it's not bad in 1995. The engine is lightweight actually, 153 kilograms. That's very light because the internals are made from forged internals, forged steel, forged aluminium, whatever material they forged, and the block and the cylinder head are made from aluminium. So the octane rating is very good. The fuel economy, it's not bad at all. Service cost is very cheap. The emissions are very, very acceptable in that era. The engine is smooth, it's responsive, it has sporty noise to it, it's powerful, it's torquey, it's perfect. So let's fire it up. This is how it sounds at idle. Perfection, my friend. And this is how the engine looks absolutely amazing. 6 individual throttle bodies and this beautiful tubular headers. I mean, the exhaust system is looking absolutely beautiful. The intake system, the block itself, the engine, the valve cover, everything is looking absolute perfect. So let's move on. I have chosen and I have downloaded this 1985 coupe or coupe body from Steam Workshop, and it looks absolutely magnificent with zero quality on the body and the fixtures. I've chosen this racing yellow color for the body. Let's see, I'm gonna choose it also for the brake calipers. Absolutely beautiful. And these are the fixtures that I have chosen: this front grille, front lip, front logo, these high beam lights with indicators, and of course, if you're wondering where are the regular what do they call them, like regular front light, or oh my god, I totally forgot the word. Yes, headlights. Yes, where are the headlights? Well, here they are, my friend. Pop-up headlights. Yes, my friend, pop-up headlights. Close, open, close and open. Looking absolutely beautiful. I mean, I really do miss pop-up headlights because they are very sleek and very, very clean when they are closed, and they make amazing movement when they open, and people will be surprised by seeing them. Absolutely amazing. So pop-up headlights, as you can see, these side mirrors, and of course the door handle, the fuel filler cap, the tail lights, single exhaust. Actually, it's a single exhaust pipe, but with two rear tips, as you can see, with of course the license plate holder and the rear wing, or rear, yes, wing, not spoiler. And I forgot to put the badge. Let's put the badge here. Lower this one a little bit. No, like this. Smaller. Alright, perfect. Perfect with this antenna, of course. The black little antenna, it was very popular back then on the side here. So it's there. It's perfect. I really love the shape of this car. It looks very elegant, very clean, very neat. Nothing crazy about it, and it's very sleek at the front. I like that. So let's continue. We have rear-wheel drive longitudinal, as you can see. Yes, longitudinal rear-wheel drive, manual gearbox, of course manual. Of course you need to use manual. Manual gearbox, 6-speed or 6 ratios, 254 km/h is the gearbox top speed, with 46 on the spacing on the gearbox, which will give you 0 to 100 time in 5.5 seconds, and a wheel spin of 4.2%. Perfect. Geared limited slip differential is needed here, of course. +1 quality on the gearbox and the differentials. On the differential, we have a radial tires with sport compound. 230 is the width, front and rear. We have 650 is the tire diameter with 17-inch rims, and 30 on the offset on the front and rear with magnesium rims, so I can make them as light as possible, with 0 quality on the tires and the rims. We have ventilated front discs with 2 pistons, 340mm on the front, solid discs on the rear with 1 piston, 290mm with 56 on the pad type, and 72% of the brake power goes to the front and 28% goes to the rear with 0 quality. We have a fully clad under tray, active rear wing, 50 on the front lip, 50 on the rear wing, 55 on the engine cooling, 100 on the brake airflow, with 0 quality on the aerodynamics. We have 4 seats, sport interior. If you are wondering what comes with the sport package, you can pause the video right now, so you can read what comes with the sport package. Premium cassette. Yes, I really wanted to use premium CD, but unfortunately the customers hated it. So premium cassette. Yes, we have a cassette player in this car. It's 1995. It's very popular. So yeah. High-end entertainment system, 1980s, is intended to use. Premium cars consider 4 high-quality speakers, stereo, AM, FM radio, and a cassette tape player. As you can see, yes, with CD. Actually, I'm wondering, with cassette, it will give me 105.6 for the Family Sport Premium. With CD, it will give me 104.9, but it will make the car much more comfortable and more prestigious. Okay, so I'm gonna go with CD. CD player and a cassette player at the same time. Perfect. So yes, you can have a modern CD player, modern premium CD player with a cassette player as well. That's awesome. So alright, I missed this era. I really missed this era. 1995. Oh, I remember the cars back then when people started to upgrade their stereo or their radio in the cars, and they started to put those, do you remember those early CD radios, CD what do you call them, CD entertainment units in the car? These early ones, when the car goes over bumps, over speed bumps, and the CD, if you are playing a song on a CD and you go over a bump, the song will start to cut, and yes, the song will, and the music will start to cut in between because of the vibration of the car. Oh, I remember that time. It was a really simple time back then, especially in the early 2000s. I remember those Walkman, CD portable, whatever music things that you can carry in your pocket and listen to music. If you run or if you vibrate yourself or something, the music will cut. Oh, I remember the era. Absolutely amazing. Oof, that was a trip. That was a trip in the past. Alright, so let's move on. 0 quality here. We have variable hydraulic, because electric power steering was rubbish back then. Variable hydraulic was really popular back then, and it was very good. It wasn't really bad, especially in the JDM monster machines. The steering was very precise, very good, and the feedback from it was absolutely amazing. Traction control plus ABS, of course, that's the best you can have over there, with +3 quality. Should I? Oh, so +4 quality, +4 quality, why not? Standard 90s safety equipments with 0 quality here. Standard springs with semi-active dampers, semi-active sway bars, and a very much custom suspension setup with minus 0.8 degrees of camber in the front, minus 1.6 degrees of camber in the rear. Spring stiffness is 3.60 in the front, 3.40 in the rear. Damper stiffness is 2.80 in the front, 2.20 in the rear. And sway bar thickness is 2,400 in the front, 2,000 in the rear with, what is this? What? 1mm, really? Is this correct, or there is something wrong with the game or something? Ride height. Really? So alright, so it says here ride height 7mm. Really 7? Alright, so it says here 7, then it's 7mm it says here. Alright, so 7mm on the ride height with +1 quality on the suspension. Alright, so let's move on. So these are all of the, as you can see, all of the, these are not the options. So these are all of the options on the car, as you can see. The engine, the horsepower, the aluminium block, whatever, everything, the suspension, weight distribution, everything. And this is the market section here. As you can see, it can do 16.4 miles per gallon. Yes, it's not an economical car. No, it's not an economical car. Emissions are very acceptable back then. Service cost is very acceptable. Engineering time, absolutely perfect. In production units takes a little while. Practicality, yes, it's practical. It has normal utility points. Actually, it's actually not bad utility points for a coupe, with 66 on the reliability, which is very good. Environmental resistance, it's not bad. The car is safe. It's prestigious. It has some comfortable points. It's sporty, and it has not bad drivability points. So it's drivable, it's sporty, it's comfortable, it's prestigious, and of course it's safe. Perfect. As you can see, like 46, 48, perfect, in the zone. And sportiness 56, perfect. Sport, comfortable. Yes, these are sport cars. 24 points is very good actually for a suspension, for a sporty suspension setup and a sport coupe. And look at this, with 10% profits to the company or margin, it will cost you $27,253. Cheap, absolutely cheap. $27,000 for a brand new 300 horsepower inline 6 engine, rear wheel drive, manual 6-speed gearbox, partial aluminium body with corrosion resisting monocoque chassis, rear wheel drive, limited slip differential, sport tires compound, amazing brakes, no fading, premium interior, sporty premium interior with CD and cassette radio or entertainment unit, safe, fast, handling like a dream, perfect car. 27,000, that's very cheap. Wow. So test track, the car weighs only 1,393.6 kilograms, absolutely lightweight, like really lightweight. That's very good. Towing capacity, you can tow 1.4 tons. That's very good. You can put 423 of cargo or people in it. That's very good, not bad at all for a sport car. We have active downforce, no brake fading whatsoever. Stopping distance is perfect. As you can see, the cornering G's are perfect as well. Top speed is very good. 0 to 100 time in 5.47 seconds. That's very good. Quarter mile in 13 seconds. Not bad at all. From a 300 horsepower rear wheel drive JDM monster. That's very awesome. And look at it. Look at that amazing looking body. Pop-up headlights. Naturally aspirated 300 horsepower monster. That's very good. So let's go to the test track and check it out. As you can see, I already ran this car and it did in 1 minute 25.17. So let's try again and see if this number will change or not. Absolute perfection. 1 minute 25.12. That's very good. Not bad at all, but still very good. I mean, it's 1995 and we are making this fast time. That's absolute perfection. Alright, so let's move on to the automation test track and see what's what. Absolutely amazing. 2 minutes 21.02. That's very good, and that's absolutely amazing. I mean, look at it. It's 1995 quality, 1995 body, 1995 absolutely everything, but it's very modern. We have limited slip differential, we have monocoque chassis, we have partial aluminium body, we have 300 horsepower inline 6 engine, naturally aspirated in an era with turbocharging. I mean, that was absolutely perfection. I mean, back then I know that I mean, of course they lied, and because of the government, Japanese cars back then, sport Japanese cars like Nissan Skyline, whatever, they came with turbocharged inline 6 engines, and according to the government limited them to 276, I think, horsepower, and Nissan said to everyone that the engine is producing 276 horsepower, and in real life it was producing more, like 325, 315, whatever, and even more than that. And you get the point. I mean, in an era with 278, 75 horsepower engines, this one is making 300 horsepower, naturally aspirated. I mean, I really wanted to turbocharge this engine, but I want to see what kind of power, what kind of performance we can get from naturally aspirated. And what I really like about naturally aspirated engines, that the power responsiveness, because the power is immediate. There is nothing. The engine is waiting for nothing. Just fuel to go in, air to go in, and to be ignited, and then you will have power. Unlike turbocharged engines, you have to wait for the turbo to spool, so you can have air going in, and then fuel will be pushed in more, and then it will ignite, and then you will have power. Yes, but naturally aspirated, everything will happen immediate. That's why I really kept it naturally aspirated, as you can see, with individual throttle bodies, because individual throttle bodies will give you a massive difference instead of putting a single throttle body. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video. The car, as you can see, I named it the TF300 because TF, well, it's two names, two letters, like, you know, the RX, the RX-7, whatever, the 3000 GT, only two letters, GT, RX. So this one is TF 300, that means 300 horsepower. This is the 300 horsepower version of the car. So, and the engine name is TF 3.0 liter inline 6 i6 natural aspirated sport, and the variant is NA sport car, and it will cost you only, as I said, what is it, 27,253. Absolutely cheapy. All right. So, and also, I'm not gonna just close the video and that's it. No, I'm gonna show you how I always take pictures and put them on YouTube so you can press on them. So let's go step by step. Let's save the car, open the photo studio. As you can see, this is how it looks when you first start. And as you can see, it looks like this. We'll press here to remove these arrows. Alright, so let's start with one by one. Start from level setting. I always choose white mirror. Alright, fix car position, teleport to car, perfect. Car settings. Alright, I press the S button so I can go back, because if you move the wheel, you'll be messing with the focus, which I don't like. So press the S, go back, press D to go right. Press the right button on your mouse, press the D button again so you can move, let's say like this. But let me tell you, before I take the picture, what do you think? Should I take the picture with pop-up headlights, or should I take them with closed headlights? Actually, okay, so let's see. I want to see the car with pop-up headlights. I want to take the picture with pop-up headlights. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Lights, pop-up. Let's see if it will look good like this or not. So that's perfect. Let's go back. What do you think? Should I take the picture with pop-up headlights, or... Actually, no one is hearing me. Why am I asking if... I think no, I'm gonna go back with closed headlights. It will be more sleek. It will be more cool in a poster. Alright. So let's open again. I apologize if I'm opening and closing a lot. Alright, this way is better. Let's go again here. Let's go like this. And then rotate the car, rotate steering wheel. Alright, we can actually change the steering wheel. I like to put it like this, so I can show that it's maybe cornering. Or maybe, no, like this, so you can see the tire pattern here. Close this, open the camera, focus on car, and this one, the aperture as they call it, moving all to the max. Camera tilt, you can tilt the camera like this. Yes, like this. Exposure, you can dim it a little bit so you can see the line of the car, because it used to be too bright, but now it's better. Alright, filter strength. Filters are rubbish. I never use one. Lens dirt, nothing. Alright, post processing. So I like to use this one called the Vigente or Vigenti, whatever the name of it. As you can see, it will give the car more mysterious, more dark looking. As you can see, I like it. I really like it. Contrast, well, no, don't mess with it. Saturation, no. Temperature, everything, no. Don't mess with it. Anything else? Car visibility, well, what do you want to do? Remove the engine? What? Remove the chassis? Remove the bonnet? No, keep the car regular, and that's it. I always take two pictures, 4K pictures, so I can put it on my desktop as a desktop wallpaper, and regular 1080p, so I can put it on YouTube, so so you can press on it, and that's it. So I really hope that you enjoy the video, guys. Please, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share the video. I really don't mind that. And of course, hit that notification bell button so you can get a notification each time I release a new video. So thank you so much for watching, and I really wish you all a wonderful Saturday. If you're watching this, and if it's day, if it's evening, if it's night, I wish you all the best, and all of the best of luck, and all of the best and happy times. So, and thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you very soon with more videos, and goodbye for now, my friends.